We're going to talk a little bit about eBay's VERO program. This is a wildly misunderstood program eBay has available for both sellers and for outside companies such as Nike or Puma, whoever the case may be. So, to find some information about it, first and foremost, read the information. So find the help section. On every eBay page, there's a help and contact section up here. So we just type in VERO. And they've made some changes recently, so it's pretty important that people read up on it. So it'll come up here, intellectual property notice. So this is the VERO page information. What it really means is the verified rights owners program. So this is a program for, we'll keep using Nike as an example, where they can contact eBay, sign up for the program, and it streamlines the takedown of any listings they feel violates their trademark, copyrights, patents, etc. Excuse me. It explains pretty much everything here. What the policy is, what the intellectual property rights include. So it's copyrights. That's so you can't make your own shoes and call them Nike, as an example. The trademarks, again, it goes through all of it, name brands, things like that. I'll give a good example. So the word onesie is a copyrighted word or term owned by the Gerber Company. Yeah, that's right, the baby food people. They own the right to the word onesie. So when you use onesie in a listing, it has to be a Gerber product. If it's not, Gerber has the right to contact eBay and say, hey, take Paul's listing down. That's not our brand. That is a Kids R Us brand. They can't call it a onesie. Take it down. And eBay, by law, international trade law and just regular national trade law for the country you're in, they have to take it down. They have no choice. There's no going to eBay and saying, oh yeah, but I bought this at the Gerber store. Doesn't matter. If the rights owner says it needs to be taken down, they have to take it down. So counterfeits, that's pretty well obvious. Parallel imports. This one can be really confusing because most of the companies don't really talk about it. This is where a really good example is Hewlett-Packard. And I'm not picking on any of these companies because most companies have the same rules and regulations, within their copyright, law pages. You cannot sell a North American version of a toner, a laser toner, to Europe, and vice versa. They will take it down. That's parallel imports. Basically, it's meant to protect the market of whichever part of the world it's in, whether it's Europe, North America, South America, Asia, etc. That's sort of mainly what it talks about. As for trademarks, copyrights. Now, part of the copywriting is this section here, images and text. When you go to the Nike website, if you copy and paste a description of the latest Air 1 shoe and post it to your description, you are violating copyright. And the same thing as if you use a picture that's not yours, that you've taken off of a website or out of a magazine, or off the TV, whatever the case may be. That is, and you use that's copyright violation. You're not allowed to use stock images unless it is owned by eBay. And when you make a listing, especially if you use a UPC code, sometimes you'll see, especially on things like video games, you'll see a stock image pop up. You're allowed to use that because that is in eBay's own stock image library. That is fine to use. And usually if you add your own photo, that thing disappears anyways. My recommendation is always use your own photos regardless, even if it is a brand new item and it's only 2 pictures, because you're still showing any possible flaws in the plastic or a difference in the cover. One, say, maybe a French language version and you're not selling a French language version. So keep in mind, use your own photos. It's just safer, it's easier. Yes, is it a little time consuming? you're in the wrong business if you think taking a couple of photographs is time consuming. I'm sorry. So if you are a rights owner and you do not belong to the VERO program, you can still contact eBay to have a listing that violates your copyrights removed. You do not have to be joining the VERO program. It just streamlines it if you are. If you're not, you have to contact them, you have to provide proof, and etc. That's a long, more drawn-out process. Now, let's take a look at, let's see if I can find it here. All right, I'm a seller. My listing was removed. Let's see. Okay, intellectual property. They used to have a section for, here we go. How can I ensure my listing's not infringing? So it kind of explains it. Create your own content and use brand names appropriately. We talked about this. Review the participants' profiles. Now here is where people get mixed up. So these are the companies that have pre-registered with eBay to use, to streamline the removal like I talked about. So verified rights owner profiles. So here's a list of all the companies that belong to this program. Now, if you see, now people will look at this and they'll go, well, hang on a second, this is crazy. Nike is on the program. Oh my God, I cannot sell Nike products. No, that's not true. You can sell them, but you still have to follow their guidelines. Here they'll have some guidelines. They don't really say much. It's illegal to sell a genuine Nike product you purchased in unaltered form in the territory in which you bought it. So this comes back to that territorial protection that we talked about again. Different countries may have different rules and regulations. Most of the companies will talk about the copyright, which is the pictures, the ad copy, that kind of thing. It's not that complicated, but we make it complicated. The second point to that is, if the company is not on this list, they can still request your items are taken down. Now, even if the company is wrong, even if you know it's 100% it's a Nike product and you've got everything right, you have no recourse with eBay. If eBay says it's got to be taken down, it's got to be taken down because Nike said it's got to be taken down. Sometimes eBay will send a message saying this company is asked to be taken down. Here's some contact information if you feel they are wrong. And sometimes these companies will reverse themselves if you contact them with proof, maybe a store receipt, maybe pictures, additional pictures, something. Companies have been known to reverse it and allow the listing to be relisted. My main uptake, use the help section. Read the stuff. Don't go by what we are telling you on any Facebook groups or in a chat or anything like that, because this can also change. If somebody says left, go here to help the help section and read it and see and make sure and stay safe. It's not complicated. They got a help section. Use it. Have a great day.